Hello. So we're starting with a chapter that is called as managing money. And in that chapter, the simplest topic that I want to start with right now is the last topic of the discussion, and that is about profit loss. Selling price, cost price, percentage profit, percentage loss, and markup. Supposedly, I am a shop owner and I am selling these pens, the markers that I'm selling here. So, in my shop, I have decided to sell these markers at a certain price. But to sell these markers, I'm not a manufacturer, I don't manufacture the markers. So, to sell it, I need to buy it because I'm not manufacturing it. So, I'll buy it from the market. The cost at which I buy is called as cost price. The amount of money that I invest in one marker is the cost price of that marker. The amount of money I get by selling this marker is the selling price of this marker. We normally want the selling price to be greater than the cost price. Sometimes the market situation is such that it is impossible that you can sell it for any greater price. The cost price itself was greater and suddenly something had changed. For example, I bought this marker, there was a huge shortage of markers in the market. So I paid 50 rupees to buy this marker, which normally would be around 15 to 20 rupees. Or maybe this is 30 rupees marker, I bought it for 50 rupees. But suddenly what happened is, I brought all the markers that I bought and I arranged them in my store. Suddenly I realized, I came to know that the entire market is suddenly now flooded with the fresh stock. And because the stock is there, the market prices come down. People are not going to buy it for 50 rupees now. So if I buy it at 50 rupees, I want to sell it at, let's say, 40, but who will buy it at 40? Because the neighboring store will be selling it at 30 rupees, that's a normal price. I decided that, you know what, this time just sell it off. Whatever that you bought, whatever that I bought, it was not a good deal apparently, but whatever it was, rather than storing it, let's just sell it off. So the racks on which I stored these markers, let the racks get empty. I'll get new markers. I'll sell them again. I'll earn some profit, and whatever the loss that I bear because of these markers, maybe the loss can be recovered. So all that I'm doing is, I bought it for 50 rupees, and that was the cost price. But I am selling it at 30 rupees. And this is my selling price. Now in this case, SP is less than CP. Whenever the selling price is less, the cost price is more, you incur losses. Loss is equal to CP minus SP. But if it is opposite, if the market rate is still high and there is almost a big shortage of these markers, then I can buy the marker at 50 rupees one and I can sell at 60 rupees each. So I'll get profit, and per marker I earn a profit of 60 minus 50, that is SP minus CP. So the profit will be 10 rupees. Percentage profit or percentage of loss will be equal to profit or loss divided by original investment CP multiplied by 100. Sometimes we are given the value of CP and we are given percentage profit. So from that we calculate what will be the actual profit. Percentage profit, it means that if the CP was 100 rupees, the profit would have been such. If you say the profit is 20% and the CP is 30 rupees, that means if the CP was 100 profit would be 20. But if the CP is less than 100, by how much? The CP is now, let's say CP is 5. So the profit would be 100 divided by 20 is 5. So 20 upon 20 is 1. This is directly proportional relationship. So they are directly proportional, they are in proportion. So the ratio will be constant. So you can get the actual profit. This is the percentage profit, 20%. So from there you can get the actual profit. We'll solve just one or two problems like that. So that if there is any confusion, we'll just eradicate the confusion and solve the basic problems. So a shopkeeper has bought a certain stationery at $35. So he's bought certain stationery at $35. The profit that he earned is equal to 10%. Calculate the selling price. Now if the profit is equal to 10% of cost price. Profit is always measured on the cost price, or even losses are measured on cost price. So 10% of cost price is equal to 10 by 100 into 35 is equal to $3.5. SP is equal to CP plus profit. If it was loss, I would write SP is equal to CP minus loss. Profit is positive, so write positive. Losses are like negative. There, you lose your money, you don't get it back. So write negative. I don't like such shortcuts. I don't like such tricks to remember. I remember it like if the profit has taken place, if there is profit, then you sold it at a greater price, obviously. So SP must be greater than CP. So you add a CP and profit together, so SP will be greater. So I get 35 plus 3.5 is equal to $38.5. That's a typical question. Let's take one more of this kind. There was some flavored drink that was available at a certain shop, and the flavored drink was original cost was $30, and that would be CP. But the markup was is 12%. Now, what is the meaning of the word markup? Markup is the upgraded price, in the sense that you bought it at a certain price, but now you decided that the price will not be this, but the price will be something else, and you relabel it. You put a new price label, price tag on it, and the price tag has changed. So this is called as a markup. So it is at 12%. So the label, the price tag on this particular article or of this was, let's say there is a new stock has come in a mall where there is cloth store, and on the certain t-shirts, certain brands of t-shirts, they were marked at certain price range, and suddenly the price has increased everywhere, not just in my shop or in that shop. The price has increased everywhere. So you change the labels now. So what was being available at $100 would now be available at $112, $112, because the 12% price has increased. So we are asked what will be the new cost price is equal to original CP plus 12% of original CP, which is equal to original CP is $30 plus 12 by 100 into 30. 30 plus this will be 36 upon 10 is 3.6. So this is equal to $33.6 will be the new CP. That is what markup means. So these are the basic problems based on profit, loss, concession, discounts. We'll take a couple of examples more. A certain jeans was available in a shop at $70. That would be C. But because you are a very old customer, not because you are old in age, but you had been a customer with that shop and that shop for many years now. So because the shop owner wants to show that respect and value of a customer who has stayed loyal to the shop and has been visiting the shop for years. So the shopkeeper says, if you buy this pair of jeans, I'll give you a handsome 20% discount. So 20% discount is offered. That's not for everyone. This is because a particular certain customer has been a loyal customer, has been visiting this shop for years now. So for him, for that customer, him or her, for that customer, this discount is offered. Not everyone. So the selling price would be, let's find out the value of discount. Not in percentage, but this is 20% of the CP, which is equal to 20 by 100 into 70. Is equal to $14. $14 is the discount. So discounted price, the new price, or the selling price for the shop owner will be CP minus discount, which is equal to $70 minus $14 is equal to $56. The same problem can be solved by one more way. You offer 20% of discount, so what should have been 100% of the money charged is now only 80% of the money will be charged, because 20% has been let off. So as a result of this, instead of 100%, only 80% will be charged. So the selling price will be 80% of CP. So rather in this case we found out 20% of CP and subtracted that from CP itself. Here we are seeing the CP minus 20% of CP. मतलब ये 100% of CP minus 20% of CP. Why subtract? Why? Just 80% of CP. That will be equal to 80 upon 100 into 70, which is equal to $56. So we directly get the answer, $56. This is shorter way of solving. You decide if you can handle this. Whichever way you like, you can solve. So this is what the last two exercises of this chapter look like. I encourage you to solve these. There might be some doubts. Just take out the snapshot and just send it to me on WhatsApp. I'll solve and I'll write my solution. I'll take a snapshot and send it back again. The remaining exercise I'll generate 2 more videos very soon. Today itself, hopefully, very soon. Hope this helps. Hope you like this. I am planning to continue with this as much as possible on this. I have also contacted one of my friend who has a smart board. So when the friend is back in town on Monday, I'll be getting access to his smart board and I'll be teaching on that smart board, which will be far easier because we'll see some graphs as well, because there will be some chapters based on histograms and cumulative frequency curves. We'll need graph for this, we'll need to show visuals, but right now this should be fine. Hopefully you find it good, hopefully you find sense in this, and please, if there is any help, please contact. If there is anything needed, please let me know. Thank you.